This is known as the cliffhanger problem. A drunk man is on a cliff, and if he steps off the cliff, he is unalived. And the probability that he takes one step towards that direction is 1 over 3, and the probability that he takes a step away from the direction is 2 over 3. And given that he's starting one step away from the edge of the cliff, what is the probability that this man will survive? This is an incredibly classic interview question that's used for a lot of quants and probably data scientists too, so I feel like everyone should know how to answer it, and let me show you how. I'm going to set up this question using a number line, with the man starting at position 1 and the cliff being position 0. And I'm going to use the term P to represent the probability of the man moving towards 0, which is 1 over 3, and the term Q, which is a probability that the man is moving away from position 0, and it is 2 over 3. Now I'm also going to introduce the term Pn, which is a probability of reaching position 0 starting at position n. So in the context of this question, we're trying to solve for P1. Starting at position 1, we have two options. We either step towards position 0 or position 2. If we step towards position 0, we're already off the cliff and it's done. But if we step onto position 2, there's a P2 probability that we will reach position 0 from there. Hence, P1 is equal to P times 1 plus Q times P2. We can do this on and on to solve for P2, P3, P4, which is possible to do, but there's a simpler way to solve this, which is that P2 is equal to P1 squared. Let me explain to you why that is. Notice that the probability of going from position 2 to position 0 is equal to the probability of going to position 1 from position 2 times the probability of going to position 0 from position 1, and that's because all the steps are independent of one another. The probability of going from position 1 from position 2 is equal to the probability of going to position 0 from position 1. It's all taking one step towards the left. So given this, that P2 is just equal to P1 squared, we can plug that into our original equation for P1 such that we get that P1 is equal to P plus Q times P1 squared. And then we can rearrange this around and solve it using the quadratic equation, which I won't go through the steps because you guys kind of know how that works, although I'll note that P plus Q equals to 1, so P equals 1 minus Q. Then using more algebra, we find that P1 is equal to P over Q or 1, and we keep the P over Q value. Next, we just plug in our values for P and Q that we were given, which is 1 over 3 and 2 over 3, and we find that the answer is 1 over 2. So, there's a 50% chance that this man will survive given that he is one step away from the cliff edge.